Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ange and today is going to be the mid-year book freak out tag. So I'm kind of calling this the like lazy girl version of mid-year book freak out tag. Like my hair is greasy, I haven't showered, I'm in pajamas. I put no thought in, like I didn't even wash my face this morning. Like I just need to get this video done and uploaded. So that's what we're doing because I'd like to have it up by tomorrow. I haven't even put deodorant on, you guys. I'd say this is pregnancy life, but honestly, this is just my real life. Let's just pop right on into this. I hope I'm using the right questions. I'm on a, like a book blog. So I'm just seeing the questions from there. Normally I'll have them right now, but so I hope I'm doing this right. Anyway, the first question is, what is the best book you've read so far in 2022? And I'm gonna say The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This could also be answered for one of the questions later on, but I'm not going to, I don't think. This was just such a great book. Like, it was short, it was great, and it wasn't anything that I had like anticipated. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and even reading it, it still wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And then like it just all played out perfectly, and it was so stinking good. Like, genuinely, absolutely love this book so stinking much. Second question is best sequel you've read so far, and I'm going to say House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the Crescent City series. And the reason I'm saying it's the best sequel is because of the ending of that book. If you know, you know. Number 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to, and I actually have it right here. It's The Bookwoman's Daughter by Kim Michelle Richardson. You can see I have it literally checked out from my library. I want to read this within the next week or so. I have it for 3 weeks. I'm really excited for this. If you haven't read what's it called? The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek, which is the first book. It's so stinking good. Like, I sobbed when I read that book. And I think I read it in 2020, winter of 2020. So good. And now this one's out. I didn't even know she had written another book, to be honest. And then when I did, I made sure to put this on hold because I cannot wait to read this. It takes place, I'm not sure how many years later than the first book. I think it takes place about 20 years later. Super stinking good. It's in like the 1950s in Kentucky. Seriously, if you haven't read it, it's really good. It's about the blue people, and if you don't know what the blue people are, I would Google it. It's a medical condition that literally causes your skin to be blue. So they experienced, because it's set in the 1930s, the first book, and so they experienced a lot of like kind of racism similar to the black people in the area because they were blue. It's a really good story. Number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of 2020. That is going to be Lark by, I think it's Alex, what's her name? Let me grab it. Alex Astor. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. I've heard freaking fantastic things. I've had this on pre-order since, gosh, early spring. I saw it on TikTok, and I just heard about that it was, they say similar to Hunger Games and ACOTAR, I think? Something like that, but it's like once every 100 years, there's this island that appears, and the rulers of the surrounding realms have to like come and compete, and like there can only be one winner. So, I've heard really good things about it, and so I'm really excited. I think it's releasing August 23rd. Something like that, and so in the next month, and I'm really excited for it. I've like literally heard amazing things. Number 5 is biggest disappointment, and I have one right here, and it was Breathless by Amy McCulloch. I was just really disappointed by the thrill factor. Like, the story was good, but like I didn't feel thrilled. Like, I didn't ever have like my heart racing out of anticipation of what was going to happen, or I never was like worried for the main character. Like, it was just kind of lackluster in that aspect. And I just want something where like someone's chasing you or stalking you, or like you are in danger. This person just like, I mean, they were kind of in danger, but I don't know. It just wasn't really what I wanted. And maybe that's because like she was a journalist and you could kind of figure out what's happening based on the story. I don't know. It just wasn't thrilling, unfortunately. Okay, number 6 is your biggest surprise. And I'm gonna say A Shadow in the Ember, because I was surprised at how much I really, really loved this book. This is a prequel series to From Blood and Ash. And honestly, to me, reading this, it made me think of From Blood and Ash mixed with The Bridge Kingdom. And I loved that. I almost might like this more than From Blood and Ash, which is kind of saying something because I love From Blood and Ash. But this one was really good. And I read it before I read War of Two Queens, which I thought was helpful because like everything that was in here you pretty much learn in War of Two Queens, so like you don't have to read this. But I was really glad I loved it because I love the characters so much, and I love like being in the like god realm of this world. I don't know. I really, really liked it. This is a great prequel series, so I was impressed by that. I was also just surprised by how much I really loved it. Number 7 is new favorite author. I'm really bad at authors, you guys. It's not like I don't care about the authors writing the books. It's just that I don't really pay attention a lot. The only time I pay attention to them is when I'm doing these videos and I want to say who the book was written by. I guess I could say, no, because I think I said her probably last year, but Sarah J. Maas. I just love her writing. It's easy, it's simple, like I love the stories she writes. And let's see if there's anybody else. Yeah, and a lot of them, I haven't really read any new authors, so I don't really have anybody for that. I'm hoping to say Alex Astor come August, so we'll see. Yeah, a lot of my authors just aren't new to me, so I don't really have an answer for that one. Next one, ooh, newest fictional crush. I'm probably gonna go back to A Shadow in the Ember and say Nyktos. I could say Dorian. And I think that's pretty much it. I haven't really read anything else. I mean, Rowan's great, don't get me wrong, but I could also say Hunt and Rowan and Flynn and Ethan and Declan and all of those guys from Crescent City. So that's my answer to that one. And oh, okay, so newest favorite character is number 9, and I'm gonna say Bryce because I really love Bryce from Crescent City. She could potentially be my favorite. She could potentially be my new favorite SJM character. Gosh, he's gonna get loud in a minute. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I could also say Aelin. I really like Aelin. And Lysandra. I really like her too. Oh, and Manon. Oh my gosh, I love Manon. Okay, I'm done. That's a lot of new favorite characters. Okay, number 10, book that made you cry. This book, Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. It's the 7th and final book in the Throne of Glass series. And the only part that really made me cry, and when I mean like cry, I was sobbing. And it was really the only part of this book that I even cried at, was the ending. And I'm just gonna say The Witch Tower. Moving on. A book that made you happy is question number 11. And I'm gonna say It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This was just like, I don't know what about this book that just made me so happy. I was actually really surprised by how much I loved this book, because when I like read the first chapter, I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna like this. I loved it. I loved the setting. I loved the story. I loved everything about it so stinking much. Loved it. I loved Piper, the main character, and I really liked Brendan. Like, it was just so good, and it really did just make me happy. So, leaving it at that. Okay. I don't think I have a question or an answer for this one. Number 12 is favorite book to movie adaptation you've seen so far this year. I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't even think I've watched a single book to movie at all this year, like at all. So I don't have an answer for that. I apologize. Okay, we're just gonna skip and go to number 14, because 13 was about favorite posts you've written. I guess I could do favorite video, but I don't even really remember my videos. This year has been a whirlwind, so we're gonna skip that question. Number 14, most beautiful book you bought this year, and I am going to say The Prairie of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Y'all, I can't get over this book. I'm so excited to read it. It's so big. Like, it's only 800 pages, but like it looks like it's 1,200 pages. I love the dragon, and then like you'd put it here, and I think with her new book that she's writing, actually no. I think what you can do, there's something about the spine that you can have it this way, and then like have one this way, and then have one this way, and it looks like the image finishes like that. I don't know. I just love it. I love the blue dragon with the orange background. So freaking excited to read this. I'm probably gonna read this fall, because it just like, I don't know, fall just makes me like fantasy. Like, I just want to read fantasy. So that's gonna be a fall book. And what books do you really need to read by the end of this year? A lot. Like, I have so many books on my TBR that I need to read. I want to finish The Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. I have 2 books left, literally just 2. So I'm probably gonna read those soon. Priority, The Orange Tree, Bookwoman, which I'll be reading. Let's go to my want to reads, because there are some books that I will get to this year that really actually might. I want to finish the Winged Feather Saga. I've got the last 3 books to read, 2, 3, and 4. People Will Meet on Vacation I want to read. My Book of the Month books I want to read. So, I mean, that's primarily it. I wouldn't hate getting to read the Darkmoor Penitentiary series, which is so Ruthless Boys is the prequel series to the Zodiac Academy series, and then Darkmoor is the sequel series to both of those series. So I wouldn't mind reading those. Yeah, there's so many books I need to read, so I'm just trying to do it as fast as I can. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. It's kind of long. It shouldn't be that long though. Thank you for sitting with me this morning and letting me be grungy, because happy Friday. Socials down below. Haven't been active. Gonna try to be. I keep saying that. You haven't happened. And then I just hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.